kicking with Keenan, kicking it with Keenan, kicking it with Keenan. Definitely kicking with Keenan, kicking with Keenan, kicking with Keenan, It's time for kicking with Keenan. We steadily finding the meaning to walk down our own path and see just how we get it. This habit is how we stack it. My passion is all I have it. I grab and bag it and run like a quarterback and pass these passes. I'm catching these passes. It's kicking with Keenan. 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 It's kicking with Keenan.
All right, everybody, what is good? Another episode, another podcast here on the Kicking It with Keenan. Y'all host is always on the move, on the go, and just everywhere in between in the Midwest here. So, hope you guys having a good, splendid time like I am. And honestly, it is a lot's been going on. And believe me when I say this, when you do too much, you get tired. And you have to go to bed, you got to go to sleep. I'm like, nope, no sleep for Keenans, okay? That's not my thing here. So, hope you guys are doing good. A lot of the holidays are coming in and everything else in between. We got just a whole lot to cover. And believe me, when I get back on my live, we're definitely going to be doing a whole lot more of the spiels of what's going on. But for today, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very special guest. For those of you may know him, for those of you may not, he's definitely a St. Louis guy. He's been on the move since I first met him back in 2021. Of course, we're Arsenal Network as well. And he's still doing big. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give it up for my boy, my dude. And maybe icy here, but it's always cool with my boy Frost Money. How you doing, dog?
What's up, Kenan? How you been, bro?
Doing good. Just getting myself set up here. All right, there we go. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, my boy Frost Money here. We met and a podcast with Daily Dirt Dustin Diggs a few years ago, and I gotta say this right now since he's on here, a very wonderful, unique, and very special character of mine. And honestly, he's definitely a guy that's just very passionate with his work. As far as music, putting on shows. And speaking of that, we had a show just a while ago at Pop's Concert Venue in Charge, Illinois, which was honestly fantastic. I took the footage. I showed him the clips, and it was really good, man. How'd you feel about that night, man?
Yo, I feel fantastic about that night. It's definitely one of my favorite Frost nights, if not my favorite Frost night. Like out of all six of them, the electricity was definitely in the air that night.
And so as far as me knowing you, when it comes to your music, like let's step back for a little bit. So, like I said, for those of you who may not know him, he's a very outstanding musician. Definitely been putting out the hits since then and now, and it's been an honor and pleasure to know him for what he does. So, being on the music scene, and you ain't got to give too much of the story on it, but like, what has been like the whole like genre and you're in here? Like, what has been like the thing that really keeps the music for you going?
Man, it's just the deep love and passion for it. I truly love performing and entertaining and getting in front of the fans. It's one of my favorite things on earth. You know what I'm saying? So just that feeling, that rush, that being around the love, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like that's something that can't be faked. And I feel like that's something that, you really can't copy. People could really fake flex on social media. A lot of numbers could be kind of tweaked, but what you can't fake is getting out there and feeling the love. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a blessing. That's what keeps me going for sure.
And I think just out of curiosity, a lot of musicians, whether they're local, whether they're out of state, each one, they're very crafted, they're very talented with their work. And I think for you, you definitely have like a good like mixture with just, the hip hop, the rock, and just everything else in between. And I think when I hear the name Frost Money and I hear, one show that's gonna be out, like I know it's gonna be popping because you definitely have a good like collaborative style with the people you put in. And speaking of Frost Night, now you said this is your sixth one, yes?
Yes, sir.
So 6 years out of just doing so 6 years out doing the that promotion, like each year, different stars, whatever. But like, what has been a task? What has been like a goal for the Frost Nights?
Yeah, well, with Frost Night is like it's always just consistently trying to find ways to raise the bar. Attendance, performance wise, all that. With it being a 6-year tradition, it's just like how can we keep making it better and how can we keep evolving. So like we're really just chasing ourselves, just trying to be better than what we were yesterday. My son just came in. Come here.
What's up, little dude?
You're gonna be on Keenan's podcast too. Say hi.
What's up, little man? Welcome to Kicking It with Keenan podcast.
Tyler's crying. What is she crying about?
Uh-oh.
Well, I want you guys to play nice and be quiet up there, okay? I'm gonna be up there in a second, all right? It's up to you. It's your choice. But I need you guys to be nice to each other, okay? All right, I'll be up there in a minute. Okay.
See, look at that. That's a father, y'all. That's dad. First time I ever had that on a podcast show. I like that.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad he came down here because they were up there acting a fool. I was not going to be able to focus.
Hey, kids are kids, man. But they grow up so young, but yet so fast. So
yeah, facts. Just trying to outdo the last ones, and that's it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but I love it. It's great.
And of course, before I forget this anytime, shout out to Mr. T-Bone from Beyond FM, of course, providing with the show, providing just everything else, because you had a podcast with him before the show, or I think a few days before the show, and I give my respect to him because he definitely knows how to put on a great performance when it comes to just putting the venue together and just putting all the people on the book. So definitely shout out to him and Beyond FM family, and of course to Jeff Nichols, that's been healing well. He's been doing a lot lately, so to him and the family as well. And of course, shout out to all the artists that came out, to all the people that came to spectate. And of course, I had to leave a little bit early. I had another show going on the same night, so I'm like, okay, cool, I'll stay there. Let me get my hours in there, and then cool, I got a jet. So I respect that out of me. So now another thing, Frost Night too. This is where I want to get to the serious part here too. And also, shout out, another big shout out, because I want to get with her in a minute. Miss Visual Plug with the videoing, and also she's been doing like a lot on her end too. So being able to kind of work with her, how's that been for you two? Like just working together just to really, get some good ideas and just get good craft in there.
Working with Visual Plug?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, repeat your question. My son came down again while you were saying that.
Oh, you're fine. I was saying, like, what's been like the great connection working with Visual over time?
Oh, I love Visual Plug. The thing about Visual is, like, I met her a few years ago, and she just has like such a beautiful aura around her. When I originally met her, she was doing a podcast over there with My City, My Music.
Right.
And it was just like one of my favorite podcasts to go through. And then she started doing videography as well, and she just keeps elevating and getting better and better and better. So she's just one of those people, like, if she's around, it's just awesome to have her around because she's going to do her job to the best of her abilities. And also, it's just good having such a beautiful, dope energy around you. Like, she's so supportive and she's so helpful. Like, Visual Plug is definitely one of my favorite people on the scene. Do you guys need to separate? You want to go to your room and do your own thing?
It's all good, man. Now back to you saying about Visual Plug, just working with her and just how she kind of came around and everything. So continue with that. Yeah, go ahead and continue with it.
Oh yeah, she's just she does her job to like a high level, and also she's just like a beautiful, dope energy to be around. I'm very proud of her growth, and having her around just always makes it always makes my night better. You know what I'm saying? She's just a real great person to have in your corner for sure.
Oh, definitely. Because I think I met her 2 years ago at another show, and met her because we were judging a show for Big Lou, of course. And shout out to him as well. And I definitely seen her like just do her thing, especially with just the videoing and doing her own content, and also managing for that part. So it's like we got the boss lady, we got the boss man, we got like just like a dynamic partnership there. I love that. Now, now also that's one thing I want to try to get into here too. So like Frost Money, the musician. It's now not only is he just making the music, not only is he's on stage performing, but also we're seeing like Frost Money, the business, because you definitely been putting on a lot of shows, not just for you, but you've been putting a lot for other people around the St. Louis area. So like you do that like every so often, whether it be like it could be twice a month, 3 times a month, whatever. And of course, doing it East Side and of course over here. So like. Has it been a task for you to really kind of keep up with the Frost Money Presents and then kind of book different shows, or like what has been like the growth of being the business side of that?
Oh man, that's a great question. Yeah, just being the head of it, being the leader, being just an entrepreneur in general. It definitely comes like with its challenges for sure. 2 years ago, I don't want to say I lost my day job, but like my day job, like I stopped doing it. I used to take care of senior citizens, so one of the senior citizens he passed away, so I kind of had that.
Oh, my condolences.
Like, I appreciate it. So I had that choice on waiting for another client, or I could step into what I felt was like more like my purpose or whatever. So from there for like the last 2 years, just juggling the family life, putting the shows together. Dealing with the multiple personalities in the music scene and just all of it. It's been very taskful and a definite learning experience. But what I always tell people is like, if you're really in it for the love of it, if you truly love it, everything's going to work out. Everything's going to pan out if you truly love it.
Right.
Now, if you in it just for the clout, the good look, and the popularity and being accepted every day, then you in the wrong damn business.
Yeah, I feel you.
And you're going to get tired. You're going to get stressed out. Someone's going to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? All that. But if you truly love the process, the grind, the art of putting the show together, then there's nothing that could scare or deter you away from that. So yeah, it's definitely had its challenges. Just leading my team, I have about 6 people on my team. When we checked our notes, we must have done like 300 and something plus shows, worked with over 800 and plus artists. Just working with that many people, there's pros and cons to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's like McDonald's, like they got over 1 billion served, but there's probably a handful of them that's like, damn, they fucked my cheeseburger up.
God, you gotta love the food, though.
yeah, but you gotta love the brand. It's just the overall picture. You know what I'm saying? If you truly love it, you'll be fine and you'll find your way.
And, I think at that, I kind of feel the same way, too, because I think for anyone that's in the talent or entertainment industry, whether you act, whether you do music, whether you make, or, gaming, whatever case is, there's always that shining light. And I say it to a lot of people, whatever path you're on, be aware, be careful, and then sooner or later, things will change. And I think just on the basis, you will go through a lot.
Yeah.
You will definitely go through a lot, but it pays off. It pays off later because you now have that courage to kind of keep going, and then you see a lot of things change for you. Take it. Take the opportunity.
Yep. You just got to keep pushing through. Yep, well said.
And I know that for me now, like when I first started, with Artists on Network, that's when I was kind of like, okay, cool, this is fun. We started doing comedy skits, and now we're doing podcasting and this, and I'm hosting. It's like I'm doing like a lot of things. So I think from me to you, I'm definitely proud of you. I'm definitely proud to really see how Frost Money really is. I finally learned what you do. I learned more and more about like how you conduct yourself in the entertainment. So I never give my hats off to you, bro. So I say keep doing what you're doing, dog.
Thank you.
And now also, and I know I say this with a lot of people too, being able to work with other artists and to really find that very wonderful connection with them. Like, what has been like a change to that next to being comfortable and saying, hey, just get on the show? Like, how's all that kind of like risen from your years?
It changed like a little bit. Like for a while, like first getting started, it was just really about working with the artists that we knew, like within our radius. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And we started turning up with just that, and then once we got to working with bigger venues, we had access to more artists. So you're working with more strangers and stuff like that, which is cool. I love making new friends, and I made like a lot of new friends along the process. And it's just like, okay, this is cool. We're meeting new people. The crowd for a local hip hop scene show is growing. This is great, going in the right direction. And then things keep growing, and you're meeting more and more people. And then you get to a point where like you start to experience like a little turbulence where so many people know of you and know of your product that, you know, sometimes like it's a little beyond you sometimes. I tell people like there's what F&P really is, and there's what F&P wants to be, and then there's what people are saying that F&P is, whatever. Some people don't even know that I'm Frost Money. I think there's been times where someone may have been booking on my show, and they're like, "Oh, you're Frost Money," or "Oh, Frost Money raps too." You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to a point where like I'm working with people who I don't really know them from a can of paint.
Well, yeah, because they learn you a little bit better.
Yeah, and it takes time. I like to test people out on some of my smaller shows and just kind of work my way up. But, you know, there's a lot of trial and error in that. Like, a lot of times we meet, like, a lot of dope people, a lot of lifelong friends, people that I will be connected to forever. And, you know, there's some people that I was like, man, I hope we never see his ass again.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
The bad apples, I get that.
Yeah, there's bad apples in every profession, you know, for sure.
But I think what's also incredible, like I said, just as a whole, you know, hey, it's a kid again. It's a good. As a whole, you know.
10 minutes.
10?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We got special guest cameos on the show. Y'all love it. I love this. But no,
they're not usually like this. They're not usually like this. It's something about you, Kenan.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, we're gonna get traffic no matter what here. All right, people are people. I love it. But
yes.
But I think to me, you know, like I said, you definitely go through a lot of that, especially when you want to work with people that kind of understands you. You want to understand them. Y'all want to kind of, you know, be like, hey, bro, let's work this out together. And then, pow, the day of the show, it's a hit. It's a banger, pow.
Yeah.
So, let's kind of step back a little bit. So, like, was Frost Money, like, at a younger age, like, was he always, like, ambitious? Was he kind of just shy? Like, what was the young Frost Money like?
I was a lot of different things. I feel like my personality is very... It just kind of varies on the situation that I'm in. But yeah, I think I could say that I was shy. Yeah, I was shy for a while. And but just around certain groups of people and certain friends, like you just kind of get more comfortable. You know, I always tell people like I don't really have a shade of gray. It's either like I'm chill and I'm quiet and low key, or I'm hella turned up to a point where like I'm almost obnoxious. I have no in between. And
right.
I kind of been like that like my whole life. And, you know, but as I grow older, I've learned to be more just kind of comfortable with myself. That's what I like about you, too, Kenan. Like, you're very comfortable with yourself as well. Like,
thank you.
We'll wear that crazy outfit. You know what I'm saying? We'll put that shit on. You know?
I love it. I like that.
Yeah, same, bro. Same. So, like, that's what I enjoy about getting older is just being more comfortable with just being myself authentically at all times.
And I think, like, even for me, yeah, I was kind of a shy type a little bit, but I didn't really know my following. I didn't know my key element, right? And so I think by the time, and I think for everyone in general, when you do the stuff that you do right now, I think it really changes your your aura, your ego, and your style, and you definitely feel comfortable just being you. And a lot of people can understand that. People can kind of be like, oh, he does this, he wears that, she does this, she goes here, but you learn as you grow, but at the same time, it's hard, yes, but it's also just a journey trip. It's a trip.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of us, we probably had struggles back then, which is cool. And then we kind of we grow out of that and we just take on new vibes.
Definitely, yeah. Sure.
And I think just for all of us, I'm proud of everybody. I'm proud of the people that just do what they love and they really know how to kind of cherish that. That's your talent is like your child.
Straight up, for real.
Your children are like your children, but it's a different scenario here. You want to take care of both ends here. You take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. You take care of the things around you, and then all will be blessed and all will be forsaken.
Yeah,
that's me. And so, and like I said, with you, I only know you for a short time, but I can still have the heart to say, this guy here, he definitely knows how to get work done. He doesn't slack. He doesn't kind of throw something away if it's just like out of the blue. But, you definitely keep that grind. You definitely have a niche to not just being an artist, but also as a businessman. And that's the one thing that's really impressive because not a lot of people can multitask.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't. I can somewhat can, but it all depends. But I think that just how you do your shit is just, it's amazing. It's phenomenal. And I'll definitely remember all that's been, all that will be. And I got to say again, it's been a wonderful time at Frost Night. And of course, I know you got a whole lot more shows down the road and everything else in between. So I may not make all of them, but I'll always keep that in mind to know that you're still doing your thing.
For sure. Thank you for the support, Kenan. I really appreciate it. I always say the scene is better when we have people like you and Artists United and Beyond FM involved in it. The scene is so much better having you guys in it. So on behalf of the local scene and Frost Money Presents, I want to thank you and all you guys for all of the support and love because you guys truly make things better for everybody.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. And I know your kids are going to be kind of running around and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and let you take care of your man. But I want to say thank you once again to Frost Money. For those of you that have not seen this man before, I say check out his music, check out his videos, check out his live performances. Honestly, he's a very great man. He's very energetic. He has a nice creative technique to his style. So thanks again, Frost Money. So where can we find you? Where can we find your music? And what's going to be coming up from Frost Money in the next few whenevers?
Oh, yeah, we're getting it in. So you can follow me on Instagram, Frost_Money. You can hit up the Frost Money Facebook page. Also, there's a Frost Money Presents Facebook page. The government name page, Billy Ratliff, that's a big page for me. You can hit me up on there, too. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? For real. A lot of dope things coming up at the current moment. We got 314 Day coming up next Thursday. We're going to have an event we're going to have an event at Pops and Oz at the same damn time. I'm looking forward to that. And I got some new music on the way. And we're just creating. We're just creating and doing it big, getting ready for the spring and summer. Looking forward to it. Right,
because it's such we're in the Midwest. It's that mixed weather. It's like, let it be spring. But we're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. So, once again, a whole lot more interviews to go through. And once again, thanks to Mr. Frost Money. We'll definitely be seeing more of him along the ways and everything else in between. He's a great brother, a great guy. So, we'll definitely keep him updated with everything that we do. Like you guys out there, like, comment, share, support everything when it comes to entertainment. Support the page, support Frost Money and all of his adventures. Till next time, y'all stay cool, stay safe, and like always and forever, you guys stay awesome. Check out the next episode later. Thank you, Frost. We out.